Hi everyone, Ravit Jain here. Super excited to be at Flink Forward, and I'm here with Josep from Aiven. Josep, welcome to the Ravit Show.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm excited to chat more about the partnership that you have with Ververica. This is like a new partnership. I'm kind of curious to know, first of all, about the partnership and how is it going to help the joint customers?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I was talking on my talk about this topic as well. So the what we decided to put is the customers first, and we wanted to help customers solve their problems.
Right.
And what a better way to solve their problems than removing any obstacles they might have. So we offer Kafka. We are one of the best providers on Kafka. Ververica offers Flink, and best one in town.
Yep.
So why don't we just make these things seamless, right?
Yes.
It's a no-brainer in that sense. For the customer, it should be seamless integration.
True.
And you need a Kafka, you need a Flink, you put them together, it runs, and you forget about it. And if it's one vendor or two vendors, they shouldn't be caring about those things.
Yeah, exactly. I think the purpose for the customers is solving the problems faster.
Correct.
And making it easier is the job for the vendors. So you all are coming together and making it easier for them, which is a plus. Kind of also curious to learn a little bit about the purpose behind the partnership. What was like the strategic fit that you felt? Obviously, you mentioned about it makes it easier for the customers for sure.
Yep.
But anything else that you would like to share in terms of the strategic fit?
Yes, absolutely. So we were talking to our customers, and our customers
Right.
say, I have this use case, I need a Kafka, but then I also need this data that sits in Kafka. I need to get it out,
Right.
process it, transfer it, make some analysis out of it, and get
Yes.
insights. And we have a portfolio of tools. We just not offer Kafka, we also offer Postgres, we offer ClickHouse. But we needed that middle layer that was able to get data out of Kafka, transform it, and then put whatever you need to be put. And we found that Ververica was basically the one leading on Flink. We know Ververica as well. We have
Nice.
working with them several times, and we know ourselves from the open source space.
Right.
So we decided to approach them and how we can collaborate together so we can have this whole journey together and seamless. And as the Igor, the CTO of Ververica, was telling today, they sit in the middle, and Aiven is around it, basically. We offer a 360 perspective while
Nice.
Ververica is in the middle, proving that they produce the value for the pipelines, basically. And we are, in the end, ingesting or putting the data for ingestion, but also the end on data warehousing or cache utilization or anything like that.
Love it. Thanks for sharing that. Definitely a fantastic strategic fit, not only just for the customers, but also anyone who's using Avin. Ververica, it just makes their job easier and faster
Correct.
too. Wanting to know a little bit about the ROI as well. When it comes to joint customers, what sort of ROI they're going to see with this? If you can share any use case or anything that comes to your mind.
Yeah, so basically, we have customers that they do have already their pipelines. They do have, for example, their Kafkas, and they need that extra layer of processing, that
Yes.
extra layer of analysis of the data.
Yep.
And what we then said, we can cover that one. We don't need to send you somewhere else, and then you don't need to manage two different accounts, two different communication between two different boundaries of cloud, but rather just have one seamless one. So the return is we are not losing those clients. We are not stopping talking to those clients, and we
Yes.
still talk to them end to end. So we offer them one single service. We manage. So if it's our customer, we manage their concerns, complaints, or any incident.
Nice.
And internally, we work together with Ververica to make sure that that works seamlessly as well behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was actually my next question as well. How do you split responsibilities for support, SLAs, and also the upgrades?
Correct. So that's the thing. We have this hand-to-hand relationship.
Yep.
And we offer one single view to the end customer. So
Perfect.
for the customers, there is one single face they need to
Yes,
talk to.
yes.
And then internally, we have the right nice split. We do certain things, they do certain things. We work together to guarantee the SLAs that we all both promise to the end customer in the end.
Love it. Yeah, makes the job easier for the customers
Exactly.
for sure. It's just one place where they have to, face, and internally you all can work together as a team and just make it easier for them. Also, wanting to know a little bit about what deployment patterns are you recommending first? Is it like the POCs, phased rollouts, or full cutover? How does that work?
Yeah, so what I usually recommend is start small. So at least that's my recommendation for most of the time, is try
Yeah.
something, see that architecture that you have in mind works as it should be working,
Yep.
and then scale it up and start putting it more and more load. Unless you have already a working setup that you want to just shift and lift, and then yes, then cut over and just implement or move it to the next one. But if you are on a greenfield project, or if you are migrating from one set of tools to another one, proof of concept is what I would recommend.
Love it. I think that's the best way to, when you're kind of starting out, that's the best way to do it. If you already have the experience, you already know everything about the project, then you can do a full cutover as well.
Correct,
So
yeah.
thanks for sharing that, Josep. Also curious to know a little bit about if there are any targets to support AI projects that need fresh data and low latency, if you can share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so obviously we have Kafka, and Kafka is a really low latency one. So we are also building something different for non-AI workloads, which is the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now.
I love
So,
it.
Yeah. So Inkless, we modified Kafka as well to have another set of topics that are called diskless topics or Inkless topics, and those ones are for high latency ones. But you can choose whatever you want to choose. You have your traditional Kafka topics that they are really blazingly fast. Then together with Flink, and as we learned today, the new Vera X, basically, as it
Vera
was
X,
announced,
right.
that's even more blazingly fast than it was before in Flink. So you can achieve really, really real-time workloads.
True.
And that helps not only just us on making sure that, hey, look, we are really cool and we are really fast,
Yes.
but also the customers to get from beginning of ingestion of that event to get value of it really quick.
Really quick. I think those are fantastic insights, and thanks for sharing that. One more question, and this could be more about like an advice as well that you would like to give to those who've been using Aiven and Ververica together. How can they, obviously feel more confident about using both the vendors, both the solutions together? Is there any advice? How should they get started, or anything of that sort?
Yeah, they, for example, can come to Aiven and request that they want Kafka and they need also Flink, and we will make sure that that's served. They could also go to Ververica and ask exactly the same thing on reverse.
Okay.
And their problems will be solved and they will be taken care of. So just come to us, talk to us, and you will have it.
Awesome. So you know how to do that. Joseph is there. I'm pretty sure, Joseph, you're active on LinkedIn, and people can connect with you there and learn more. We'll keep the conversation going, but congratulations on the partnership with Ververica. Aiven and Ververica are doing great things, and I think the best way is to work as team and support the customers and make it less complex but faster and cost effective for the customers.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Awesome.
very much for having me.
Joseph, such a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Thank you everyone for joining us today.
Bye.